Good morning, student. In our previous video, we have discussed about magnetism of matter, and also history of the magnet, how magnet is developed and how we are using, or number of forms which we are using nowadays. These are the developed form of the magnet. So, in previous video, we also discussed method by which we can form magnet. In today's video, we will discuss about magnet, okay, and also we will discuss about properties of magnet. Before that, I want to ask one question to you. In our previous video, we have discussed about Earth's magnetism. Earth's magnetism. So you have to focus. What are the causes of Earth's magnetism? So I think causes of Earth's magnetism will be clear in previous video. And what is the value of Earth's magnetism? This value is constant at each point of the Earth, or this value is varying. Okay, so if we will move from one point to another point on our Earth surface, then value of magnetism of Earth is varying. Means place to place, value of Earth's magnetism varying. Value of Earth's magnetism is not constant, and value of this magnetism is 0.1 to 0.5 Gauss. Okay, what is the value of Earth's magnetism? As I said, value of magnetism of Earth vary place to place. So value of Earth's magnetism is in between like 0.1 and 0.5 Gauss. What is the meaning of this? SI unit of magnetic field is Tesla. SI unit of magnetic field is Tesla. So we can also correlate these two terms. One Tesla equals to 10 to the power 4 Gauss. 1 Tesla equals to 10 to the power 4 Gauss. Okay, so you can calculate value of Earth's magnetism. Now, what is magnet? Magnet means a substance which will attract other substance. Substance which have characteristic to attract other substance is known as magnetism. So, I want to ask, if I have one substance, so can I say this substance is a magnet if it will attract some another substance? No. On the basis of attraction, we cannot say substance is a magnetic substance. If substance is attracting and also repulsing another substance, then we can say that substance have magnetic property, or substance is magnetic material. So magnet is a substance which will attract nickel, iron, cobalt, steel, etc. is known as magnetic substance, or is known as magnet. Magnets are found in our surrounding, categorized into category: natural magnet and artificial magnet. Okay, what is natural magnet? As I discussed, ferrous material, ferrous iron is ferrous oxide material which is present on our surface, available on our surface, is known as natural magnet, and we can write chemical formula of it Fe3O4. Ferrous oxide material is known as natural magnet. What are artificial magnet? If any substance imparted property of magnet then we can say magnet. Okay, if any substance, number of substances are present on our earth, if any substance out of these imparted these kind of the property by rubbing, by friction, by applying electric current, by external magnetic field, if any substance imparted these kind of the characteristic, then we can say that this is the artificial magnet. And in scientific term, this is known as charging of the material. If any material is charged and it imparted property of the magnet, means it will show property of the magnet, then we can say that this is the artificial magnet. Okay. Number of scientists worked on matter which is present, and they try to identify how many matter are showing magnetic property and how many matter are not showing magnetic property. So on the basis of their research, on the basis of their study, they classify material into category. One is magnetic matter, another is non-magnetic matter. Magnetic matter are the matter which shows the property of the magnet, and they also be magnetized, means matter which attract towards magnet and can be magnetized. Example: iron, nickel, cobalt, steel, etc. Okay, so magnetic matter are the matter which attract towards magnet and can be magnetized are known as magnetic matter. Non-magnetic matter means substance which will not attract towards magnet. Means if we will apply external magnetic field, after that these substance will not attract it towards magnet, and also these substance cannot be magnified are known as non-magnetic matter. So you can write matter which does not attract towards magnet and cannot be magnetized are known as non-magnetic matter. Example are wood, plastic, rubber, etc. Okay, so these are the substances. If we will apply strong magnetic field in their surrounding, after that these substances will not magnetize, these substances will not attract towards magnets. So we can say that these are non-magnetic matter. So that is a broad classification of the matter which are present in our surrounding, magnetic and non-magnetic matter. Okay, further we will classify on the basis of the research of Faraday magnetic material in three categories. Before that, we will discuss property of the magnet. So, property of magnet. As you studied, if we will suspend magnet freely, then it will align itself in north and south direction. Okay, like that, if I have this magnet, I will suspend freely, then it will align itself towards north and south direction. So first point is that if magnet suspend freely, then it will align itself towards north and south direction. Okay, what are these north and south direction? As we discussed in our previous video, if we have a vertically suspended magnet like that is a vertically suspended magnet. Okay, if I will leave it freely, then it will suspend like that. If this end of magnet is northern end, okay, this end is south end. So if I will suspend this freely, then it will towards it. So this end of earth is this end or this pole of the earth is known as north pole, means north seeking pole of magnet is known as north pole of the earth, but this will be the geographical south pole. Okay, because magnet will be like that, and this will be the south, this will be the south. North pole of the bar magnet is attracted by the south of the earth. Okay, now you can see, if I will suspend magnet at this, and then you can see this will be the south, that is a bar magnet. So you can see this will be the north point, this will be the south. So this north south. So you can see this is the north seeking and this is the south seeking end. That's why this pole is known as south pole. This pole of earth is known as north pole. If I will suspend magnet freely, so due to earth magnetism, it will align itself towards north and south direction. I want to show with the help of a compass. Okay. What's in compass? We cannot suspend this magnet vertically, but if we will see horizontally, then you can see if I will leave this compass in this way and I will tilt my hand. So you can see if I will tilt my hand, then its pointer is also adjusting itself. Okay, because this bar magnet is pivoted at center. So if I will hold it vertically, then its one end is striking on surface. So due to friction, this point is not moving. But if I will hold horizontally, okay, if you are able to see, then you can see if I will tilt this, then pointer of this magnet will also be changed. Okay, so you can verify with the help of this. If I will suspend freely, then its pole will align itself into south and north direction. Okay. Second property of the magnet is, if I will break magnet in two parts, like if I have a bar magnet, okay, and this magnet, this end of the magnet is north and this end of the magnet is south. Okay, if I will broke this magnet in two parts, I will broken this magnet in two parts, then what will happen? This end will also become south and this become north end. So these end will also attract. And I want to show with the help of one bar magnet. Okay, you can see I have a one bar magnet, and this is a bar magnet in which this end is north and this end is south end. Okay, And if I will break down it in two parts, so what will happen? This small piece will also become a perfect magnet. This piece is also become a magnet, and this end of the magnet will be north, this end become south, and I will verify with the help of compass. Okay, you can see this end of the compass is, this right end of the compass is north end, so it will attract it towards south end of this magnet. If I will rotate this magnet, then you can see needle or compass is also rotating. This means this is a perfect wire magnet. If I will broke it again, then what will happen? There will be a small piece of magnet, and this piece will also behave like a perfect magnet. You can see that is a one end of the magnet. If I will rotate this magnet, you can see I will hold this magnet in this manner, so you can see rotation also. And if I will rotate, then you can see needle of the compass is also rotating. That means if we will that means if we will break down magnet in two small and small piece, then every piece of the magnet behave like a perfect magnet, and it will also show its both end, north end and south end. Okay, and if we will break down magnet up to its molecular level, then it will also show its characteristic. Okay, so this was the second point. If we will break down magnet into number of pieces, then each piece of the magnet become a perfect magnet. Means we cannot separate ends of the magnet. We cannot separate end of the magnet. Like that, if there are 5 students facing east, standing in a queue. Okay, facing east. You can see they are facing east. So like that, if I am standing in this, so my face is in east direction, and my back is in south direction. Okay, so these are standing, and these are this face if we consider is north end. So this back or person will be south end. If I will broke into what this line, then you can see this will be the north end, and back south and north. These two are. This will be the north, south and north. So these two will cancel their effect, because south and north, they will cancel out their effect. This will be the south, this will be the north, so they will also cancel out their effect. Now this will be the north end, this will be the south end. Okay, in another part you can see this will be the north end, this will be the south, this will be the north. So north and south are facing each other, so they will cancel out effect. Now this end will be south. So in this manner, because if we are discussing about rectangular wire magnet, so what happened? In rectangular wire magnet, you can see crores of atoms are present in this cross section, and these crores of atoms are showing their impact. Okay, I want to also explain what are south pole and north pole. What are south pole and north pole? Or what will happen if I will break down magnet from between center like that? I broke down magnet north south. I broke down magnet from mid part. Then each parts become a separate magnet. You can see these two parts become separate magnet, and then each part of magnet behave like a perfect magnet. This will be the one. This will be the another magnet. What will happen if I will break down magnet from this part, or longitudinally I will broke down, then what will happen? So intensity will, or magnetic impact, magnetic intensity of this wire magnet will decay. Okay. Now I want to show what is magnet. So as I said, in this wire magnet is in rectangular shape. Magnets are available in our market in different ways, and we cannot say this will be the south end, this will be the north end. That depend on the alignment of their electrons, alignment of their currents. What is the direction of the alignment, and that direction we can define at the time of the manufacturing. Like that, if I am going to form a spherical magnet, if I am going to manufacture a magnet, circular magnet, okay, so how can we say what end of this magnet will be southward, what end of this magnet will be north? I am going to manufacture one magnet, so how can I say this end will be south, this end will be north? So these ends of the magnet decide during their manufacturing, and this method of deciding their south end and north end or their currents direction is known as charging of the magnet. Like that, I have a triangular magnet, so which end of this triangular magnet will be north, which end of the triangular magnet will be south, this depends on us. At the time of the manufacturing, we are deciding direction of the electron. Okay, now okay, what I said, if I will consider this wire magnet, so you can see cross section of this wire magnet is rectangular or square. We can consider this square. Okay, if we will consider circular, then this theory will also be applicable, or any kind of a cross section. If you will consider, this theory will be applicable. Okay, and if I will divide it in number of parts, okay. As we discussed, in 1 millimeter cube volume, approximate 10 to the power 20 atoms are present. Okay, in 1 millimeter cube volume, approximate 10 to the power 20 atoms are present. So in this cross section, crores of atoms are present. Okay, but we are considering only few atoms are present. Okay, if I will take, you can also draw, you can take a page, pen, pencil and rubber with the help of you can draw. Okay, again I will divide it. Okay, these are perfect. So you can say 16 atom I am considering. Okay, and I want to, as you know, every substance is made up of matter. In matter there are number of atoms, and each atom constituting electron, proton and neutron. Okay, so these electrons are moving in their orbit. These electrons are moving in their orbit. Okay, so electrons are moving in their orbit. Okay, so you can see that is the movement of the electron. Okay, movement of the electron. Okay, in this picture what you are seeing? You are seeing these two electrons are spinning in opposite direction. So those are spinning in opposite direction, they can cancel their impact. So what will remain? If they will cancel, because direction, if we will consider direction are opposite, so they will cancel out impact of each other. Now you can see this thing will remain on cross section of the material. That material may be iron, nickel, cobalt, or any kind of the magnetic material. So I want to draw this on marker. Okay, so you can see this will be the direction, and there are number of cross section. This I discuss about this cross section. If I will consider another cross section here, so number of cross section are there. So if I want to draw line, so what will be the direction? This is the circular. Okay, this will be the direction. 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 Okay. So you can see magnetism of any magnet is occurred is due to currents that they are present on the surface boundary of the object. Okay. So if I want to draw, because this is the clockwise direction, if you are seeing from this side, then you can see this is the clockwise direction. If you will turn, you will see from this end. So what will be the direction? You can see direction is anti-clockwise. Okay, you can also perform this experiment at your home. You can take one rectangular cube, or you can take one pencil on which you can draw these lines. These lines are showing direction of the currents. Okay, and if this direction is clockwise, so if we are seeing like that, if I am seeing from this direction, so this direction is clockwise for me, so I will mention here south pole, south end. Okay, this end will be south. If I will turn, then I can see these lines are moving in anti-clockwise. You can see direction of arrow. So direction of arrow is anti-clockwise. This means this pole will be north. Okay. In similar manner, I will draw line on another marker. Okay. This okay, so you can see these arrows are moving in clockwise direction, so I will mention here south end, and this, if I will see from this end, I will turn this end, so these arrows are in anti-clockwise direction, and I will mention here north. Okay, so north and south I mentioned now. These are two magnets on which I mark south and north end. Okay, so you can see arrows of these are in clockwise, so both ends are south and south. If I will put in front of these two, so what will happen? You can see currents are moving in opposite direction. Direction of currents of one marker is clockwise and another marker's direction is anti-clockwise. That's why these poles oppose each other. Means when we will keep magnets, or when we will keep same pole in front of, then what will happen? They will repel each other. Means same pole repel each other. Okay. If I will turn this magnet, then what will happen? This is south end. I already mark on that. You can see this will become north end. So I will keep. Then what will happen? You can see, or I will put here, because you will be not able to see clearly, so I will kept here. Then you can see both magnet have same direction of the current. So if direction of the current is similar, then they will attract each other. So in magnet there is no existence of north pole and south pole, but that it occurred due to the movement of the current. And we consider, scientists mark that if currents are moving in clockwise direction, then we will say this end of the magnet is south, and if we are saying like that is a magnet. Okay, so what will happen? Nothing will happen. Like that, I want to see an example. I have this iron wire. Okay, this iron wire is not magnetized. Okay, if I will rub, what I am going? Atoms, I am not changing, I am not introducing electron, proton and neutron in this, and other than this, I am not going to change anything. Only I am rubbing with the help of this bar magnet. Okay, what I am doing? I am rubbing. I want to align its electron only in one direction. So I will check electrons of this wire are aligned or not. Okay. Now I will take this compass, then you can see what happened. Compass needle is deflecting or not. Okay, if I will place this point here, then it will deflect. Okay, you can see if I will place like that, then it will deflect the end of the compass. Okay, you can see if I will place here, then it will turn the compass needle deflect by this, and if another end, so this end become a magnet because, okay, you can see from this end it is attracting this north end. Okay, so as I said, attraction is not so the material is magnetized. If I will put another end, then you can see it will deflecting the another end, that means it magnetized. Okay, I want to show also one magnetized needle. I already magnetized this small needle, and you can see this small needle is deflecting the bar magnet of the compass. Okay, if I will put this sharp end, then it will attract this end of the compass. Okay, if I will put this, then it will deflect the end of the compass. So you can see, due to rubbing we can create magnetism in any material. If I will put this end nearby to this, then it will attract red painted point of the compass. If I will put this end, then it will deflect somehow, because it is very small and I cannot arrange this compass horizontally because I have to show to you. So you can see if I will put this end, then it will attract, you can see tiltation in this end, and if I will put this, then it will deflect this end of the bar magnet. You can see this end is deflected by this. Okay, and you can see, so south and north pole are nothing, because we are not changing anything in composition of the material of the materials. Okay, composition is similar. If I am talking about iron, so I am not changing anything in iron. I am not introducing extra electron in it. What I am doing? I am changing their direction. Okay, their orientation I am changing. Like that, if I have a iron piece, so what I will do? I will only orient its current direction. If current direction oriented like that, current direction will be similar from this end to this end, means all direction of currents will be clockwise. Okay, so nothing will change in this end and this end, composition will not change. So why we are saying this end is south, this end is south, north? If we will change this end, okay, if I will expose this hand for me, then I will see from this, then direction of current will be opposite. Okay, and also I will expose this magnet to another magnet, then what will happen? This end direction of current will be opposite to another magnet's current direction, then it may be attract or it may be repel. Okay, so if same direction of currents are facing each other, then they will repel. If opposite direction are facing each other, then they will attract. Okay, I think concept will be clear. Why we are marking south and why we are marking north end. So now north and south are not showing different kind of the property of the same material. Material will be same, composition will be same, only one thing will be changed, which end we are exposing. If we are exposing another end, then direction of current will change, and due to direction of current will change, it will attract another piece. Okay, now we will talk about another property of the material. Okay, like that I say, attraction is not so material, given material is a magnet. Like that, I have this iron material, so if I will put, then what happen? It will attract, you can see, it will deflect iron needle towards it, means it is attracting. Okay, this is not a magnet, this is an iron piece. If I will put here, so this piece of iron is not repelling. So what I can say? I can say this is not a magnet. If I have any piece which I will put in front of a magnetized material, then what will happen? You can see, if I will place this point here, then this end will be attracted. If I will place here, then this end will be deflected. Okay, or I will turn this magnet, then you can see, 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 means that is a magnet, because it is showing attraction and repulsion, and this is also a small piece of the magnet that used here. Okay, now we will discuss causes of magnetism of matter, means number of metals are present in our surrounding, then what are the causes how these metals become magnets. So as we know, matter have atoms, and atoms have their constituent part, electron, proton and neutron. Okay, and neutron and proton are lying in nucleus, and electrons are moving in their orbit. Okay, so electrons have their orbital movement, electrons are moving in their orbit. If electrons are moving in this direction, so direction of current will be opposite to the direction of the electron. So this behave like a current and current loop have magnetic movement, and due to this magnetic movement, matter behave like a magnetic material. Okay, so first cause behind magnetism of any matter is orbital movement of electron. Okay, if electron are moving, then all electrons gives a huge result, due to which material behave like a magnetic material. And second point means here we can write AB, and magnetism of matter is also occur due to angular movement of electron. Electron are moving in their orbit, and also these electron is spinning about their own axis. So due to spinning of angular momentum of electron, magnetism occur, and also magnetism is occur due to movement of the nucleus, movement. Okay, but impact of these two is very less. Impact of these two is very less. Impact of this orbital movement of electron is very large. Okay. In magnetism it also occur if we will apply external magnetic field. Magnetism is occur due to external magnetic field. If we will apply external magnetic field, due to which material or matter behave like a magnet. Okay, so what happen when we will apply external magnetic field? So dipole of the matter aligned in a specific direction. If all dipole of atoms aligned in a specific direction, then their movement will be in one direction, so they behave like a magnet. But if we are applying external field, then all material are not behaving like this. Okay, some matter are not showing their sensitivity towards external magnetic field, and these matter are known as diamagnetic matter. Okay, so what will happen? Like that, if I will take example, for example, if I am going to discuss about helium, so what happen? In helium there are two electrons, and these electrons are spinning in opposite direction. Okay, these electrons are spinning in opposite direction, so they will cancel out their impact. Okay, if we are applying external field and some matter are showing their susceptibility towards it, then we can consider these may be paramagnetic or these may be ferromagnetic. Okay. So these are the cause of magnetism of matter. Okay. English scientist Michael Faraday observing number of material, and he performed experiment on number of material, and he wants to know magnetic behavior of the material, and he concluded on the basis of his study, all materials are showing their magnetic behavior in different manner. So on the basis of his study, he concluded, he divided matter in three categories. So matter are diamagnetic matter, paramagnetic matter, and ferromagnetic matter. So he divided all matter in three categories: diamagnetic, paramagnetic, and ferromagnetic. Okay, so we will discuss these matter in brief, not in detail. Okay, because you will study these matter and behavior of these matter in detail in grade 12, and I want to introduce only these matter. What are diamagnetic matter? Okay, so diamagnetic matter, if we will discuss about diamagnetic matter, then these diamagnetic matter does not possess dipole moment. Okay, so if there is no dipole moment, then net magnetic effect, we can say net magnetic effect will be 0, because in these magnet there is no dipole moment. Okay, dipole moment is 0. That means if we will discuss about electrons are moving in this direction, current will be in opposite direction. Okay, so what will happen? Electrons are spinning about their own axis. And I take example of helium. So helium comes in this category. So what will happen? Electron of helium are moving in opposite, spinning in opposite direction. So they will cancel out effect of each other. They will cancel out effect of all electrons. So there is no dipole moment, and due to this magnetic moment will be 0. If magnetic moment will be 0, then magnetic moment will be 0. Okay. Example of diamagnetic material are N2 at STP, N2 nitrogen at STP. STP means standard temperature and pressure. Okay, NaCl, copper, water. These are the example of diamagnetic matter. Okay. What kind of behavior diamagnetic matter shows if we will apply external magnetic field? If we will apply external magnetic field, then what will happen? Okay. So a small dipole generated, if we will apply external magnetic field, okay, then what will happen? A small dipole generated, and these dipole start moving in opposite direction, and this behavior you will study in Lenz law. Okay, what Lenz law states? Lenz law stated that electrons will move in opposite direction. Electron will move in opposite direction to destroy the source of energy due to which it generated. Means यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे कि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का मूवमेंट उसी डायरेक्शन में हो रहा है जिस कॉज की वजह से ये जनरेट हुए हैं. इसका मतलब ये अपने प्रोड्यूस करने वाले कॉज को ही खत्म करने की तरफ भागना शुरू करते हैं, और इस लॉ को कहते हैं हम लेंज लॉ. यू विल स्टडी इन डिटेल दिस लेंज लॉ. ओके, सो व्हाट विल हैपन if we will apply external magnetic field? So these diamagnetic material inside the diamagnetic material is small dipole generated, and these dipole start moving in opposite direction. So due to which what happen, magnetic field line will be passes less, okay, because these will diverge. So magnetic field line will be moved like that, okay. That will be the movement of the external magnetic field line, okay. That means these diamagnetic material weakly repelled. These will not attracted. You can note down point. These will be weakly repelled. These will be weakly repelled. Okay. What will happen if we will apply non-uniform? What will happen if we will apply non-uniform magnetic field? Okay. If we will apply non-uniform magnetic field, then these dipole move from higher magnetic to lower magnetic field. Means these start move from higher to lower like that. Higher magnetic field is here, then these will move from higher to lower. So this will be the movement of the dipole of the diamagnetic material if we will apply non-uniform magnetic field. Okay. Now second kind of the material are magnetic material. Paramagnetic material. So what are paramagnetic material? Paramagnetic material and their dipole moment. So we can say that net magnetic moment will not be 0. But if we will focus, because dipoles of paramagnetic material are moving randomly. Dipole of paramagnetic material are moving randomly, and we will focus on a small volume. You can see these all dipoles are moving randomly, and I will focus on a small volume. Okay, if I will focus on this small volume, so in this small volume you can see net magnetic moment will be 0. If I will focus on a small volume, then in a small volume net magnetic moment in a small volume net magnetic moment will be 0. Net magnetic moment will be 0. Okay. If what will happen if we will apply external magnetic field, so if we will apply like that, these are paramagnetic material. If we will apply external magnetic field, then these will align this way. Somehow these will align in this way. Okay, so these will be weakly attracted. Towards external magnetic field. Okay, they have dipole moment, and if we will apply external magnetic field, then these will attracted weakly towards external magnetic field. Okay. Like that example, you can write aluminium is an example of paramagnetic material. Okay. Now we will focus ferromagnetic material. What are ferromagnetic materials? So